Welcome to part one of my 2-video series. I hope you guys enjoy it. Here's what I've got for you. And just when you were expecting a pullback, here it is. Another PR to keep NIO going. That's what I like about NIO Stock. A lot of PRs. Almost daily even. But anyone that's even halfway looked into NIO Stock knows that it has recently emerged as a top contender in the EV race. And that's because the company is constantly improving and innovating. But in this industry, that is exactly what you have to do in order to stay relevant. And NIO is finally beginning to earn the nicknames that were once assigned to the company long before they were ever deserved. So now, however, when competitors hear the names Baby Tesla or Chinese Tesla, they probably get a little nervous. Heck, it would even appear that Elon Musk is a little bit nervous about the success that NIO has had recently, and we will be discussing that in just a second. In fact, I've got a near-term price target of about $100 in my head right now. That's where I see the company going in the very near future. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some brand spanking new NIO news, some new NIO catalysts, and exactly why I have the $100 price target in NIO's near future. And we're going to be starting right now. Hey, what's going on? It's Pat from Top Ticker Trades. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your wealth through investing and trading stocks in the market, make sure you start right now by subscribing and tapping that bell so you never miss a thing. I'll see you in the video. Let's go. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So I'm going to be talking to you today about NIO, and I'm very excited because of that, let me tell you. And also, I'm going to tell you, NIO is by far the largest position that I'm holding right now. And I'm going to be talking to you about taking advantage of every single dip, because that's exactly what I plan on doing myself. Now, any opportunity that you get, look at it as this may be the last time that I can pay, $34, $35 for NIO stock if it ends up going back down that low. And it may. But after you're done watching this video, I think that you're going to be feeling the same way that I am right now. And you're going to be taking advantage of your dip buying opportunities. So I'm going to kick this off by telling you guys a little bit about who NIO is and what the company does. Now, this isn't for everybody, obviously, because I'm sure most of my subscribers, or all of them, know about NIO Stock and what it is and what they do. This is simply for the newcomers that may not be familiar with NIO yet. So we're going to very quickly go through that, and then I'm going to take about 30 seconds to a minute to also very briefly run through some of the catalysts that were announced earlier this week. Now, after that, it's pretty much on, onto all the fun stuff. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to ask you for just one favor, as these videos tend to be very time consuming, and honestly, they take a lot of effort and hard work. So I ask of you today that you guys help support my efforts and this channel by giving me an early thumbs up. That would be really, really appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber yet, consider joining our wonderful community and become part of our family. We've got a wonderful community here, and we're going to make you feel right at home. Okay, very quickly for my new guys. Founded in 2014, the company that we know as NIO today currently offers 3 premium electric SUVs. Those being the ES8, the ES6, and the EC6, which all are priced starting at around $50,000. And NIO is currently working on developing autonomous or self-driving technology, and also offers other unique and attractive innovations such as battery as a service, which customers subscribe to for car batteries rather than having to pay for them up front. Now, the company proved itself to be a worthy competitor in the EV space by overcoming some major hurdles while building a solid reputation for itself and recently ramping up production. So on Tuesday, we found out that several different media outlets began reporting that NIO is firming up plans to enter the European market in as early as 2021, which could be, like a month away for all we know. But not only that, but we also found out that NIO has already set up the business unit to spearhead that effort. So while it hasn't been confirmed with the company yet, rumor has it that NIO's European team will initially be headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark, under a project which has been codenamed Marco Polo. Now, NIO plans to sell 7,000 of its ES8 and ES6 SUVs on the continent within 2 years. Now, on Wednesday, we also had some positive catalysts, but let's first of all talk about the election, because the stock was running on the election news or hopes of what would happen in the election. Now, first of all, let me say that all EVs ran up on Wednesday. It wasn't just NIO. And the reason for this basically had to do with the market trying to price in Joe Biden winning Nevada, Wisconsin, and Michigan, which would have resulted in him getting that 270 points that it would take in order to win the election. So one big bullish catalyst that we saw on Wednesday was that Citigroup's analyst Jeff Chung decided to maintain his buy rating on shares of NIO, but he raised his price target from $33.20 all the way up to $46.60. So even though NIO's order backlog only totals 7,000 units, that's double its level at the end of September. So the higher backlog implies improved margins, especially if the company can continue to raise both its production and its orders. So another notable milestone to mention here is that NIO has now become the 7th most valuable automaker. The company is up over 800% year to date, with a market cap above several traditional automakers, including BYD, Honda, Ford, and General Motors. It was that 6% rally, though, that we saw on Wednesday, which pushed NIO's market cap above GM's. And NIO's closing price of $37.71 on Wednesday valued it at $51.29 billion, while GM sits at just around $50.5 billion. And as of Friday's close, NIO's share price is above $41, which comes at nearly a 2% pullback for NIO on Friday. But now, let's actually talk about Friday. So, Friday was a huge day for NIO, as most of you already know, due to the expected unveiling of its 100 kilowatt hour battery. Common sense will tell you that a bigger battery will of course extend the range for NIO vehicles, which is the case here, but this unveiling of the new battery is actually even a much bigger deal than you may have originally thought. But with that being said, there were definitely some other things that came out that I also need to address with you today, which put NIO in a category above the rest right now. And I believe it was on Monday that I released a video on NIO where I told you guys that NIO was expected to unveil this 100 kilowatt hour battery. And if you'll recall back to that last video, you'll see that I mentioned what I believe I referred to as one of the biggest deterrents from people purchasing electric vehicles. And if you'll recall what that was, it was most definitely the range. So I told you back then in that video that NIO being able to increase the range of its vehicles was a pretty darn big deal. And you know what? It's a huge deal. And with that being said, as you may be figuring out right now, NIO being able to extend the range of this battery means that, people no longer will be deterred from buying electric vehicles because the range keeps improving. Now, another thing that we found out that came out at NIO's Battery Day is the fact that NIO is going to be offering flexible upgrades. And what that means for NIO is that people no longer have to wait until the new battery comes out or whatever, major improvements come out before purchasing a NIO vehicle. And this will allow the consumer to be able to buy whenever they want regardless of when updates are coming out or a newer version or model or whatever the case may be. So my hat's off to the NIO management team for recognizing this and getting it implemented into the new plan along with this new battery release. But there's something else that I want to talk to you guys about, or rather just bring to your attention. And that, my friends, is the battery launch milestones that we have seen out of NIO so far, because that will let us know what to expect in the future. Now, as we can see, NIO is very quickly advancing their battery technology because, number one, that's what they need to be doing as an EV manufacturer. I mean, the name of the game is increasing the range of the battery or the range of the vehicle, as I explained earlier, because that's going to play a significant role for NIO in the future. So these companies, these EV companies, they have to basically be as innovative as they can possibly be in order to not only increase the range of their vehicles, but also in order to keep up with what every other company is doing. Everybody wants the newest and the best thing. Now, as we can see, since 2018, NIO's batteries have been increasing their range by about 14 kilowatt hours, which is pretty nice. And I do hear rumors that NIO is working on a new battery right now, which will be 150 kilowatt hours. And that's expected, according to rumor, to be out in 2021. If that happens, my friends, that'll be, just another great milestone to add to the list of milestones for NIO. And I believe it'll definitely, give NIO that extra advantage over its competition. But now it's time to move on to something even more important. Elon Musk. Now you might be asking yourself, well, what does Elon Musk have to do with NIO? He's the Tesla CEO. What he has to do with NIO is that, he likes to tweet about him. He tweets that 420 is 10 times better than 42. And this was after NIO's battery day, which I must say was a lot more successful than what Tesla's sell-off battery day was. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Tesla. But it seems that as NIO's gaining, Tesla is losing. So what's going on there? Is the market trying to price in NIO taking over or taking part of Tesla's market share? At least they are in China, and now maybe Europe, and even in the United States when NIO gets there. Obviously, it's hard to speculate on that right now, as it is way too early to tell or even begin to be able to figure it out. But it'll definitely be fun to watch and something to, definitely consider and think about as we move into the future. So this is something I'll be keeping an eye out on because, sometimes the market likes to tell us things. One thing is for certain though, with Elon Musk, I don't know if he's jealous or maybe just admiring from a distance, but it's good to know that we've got the attention of Elon Musk because it lets us know that NIO is no longer just a small player in this industry. It lets us know that even the big dogs are becoming affected, and that's always a good sign. Wow, if you're still here, I'm very impressed with you because you've made it to the end of part 1. So keep an eye out for part 2. It's coming out tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really want to thank you guys for watching. It means a lot to me. Make sure that you guys get, subscribed if you're not part of the family yet. Smash that like button. It really helps me out. And stay tuned for part 2. And check out the end screen, which is coming up right now if you guys want to see some more of my videos. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, you've made it to the end of the video. If you found this video helpful, I ask that you help this channel out by smashing that like button, as it motivates me to keep making videos just like this one every single day. If you're not a subscriber, you should consider subscribing, as I publish valuable content like this daily. You can do so from your screen right now, and if you want to check out more of my videos, you can click on the video that you'd like to see on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.